Found out about my status in 1995, that I'm HIV positive. So when you think of it, it's been 11 years. Living with HIV has not been a problem for me, because the virus is nothing, it's just in me, I'm not sick. The problem is during that time I lost 3 jobs. First job within 1 year, second job within 6 months, right, and the third job within another 1 year. That was the killer. As not only me, because I'm involved with a lot of other HIV positive people, right, who have experienced even worse things. The moment you found out that your best friend is HIV positive, what do they do? Say, oh my God, I don't want to be around that person. Because the people around the person also gets affected. They also get stigmatized and discriminated. And the other question is, I think probably in this program, a lot of people will be talking face to face to the camera. But why is that I'm not talking face to the camera? Because I'm living in fear even at this moment.
Every person has a right to engage in a job. Workers' rights secured by trade unions, such as the fundamental right to work, equal salaries, freedom from discrimination, and respect are common to all workers. Infected persons should not be deprived of their rights.
Until recently, we were not very much concerned about HIV AIDS, but thanks to the programs initiated by, thanks to the initiatives of the International Labour Organization, now the trade unions, we are also involved in some of the programs in awareness programs for the for workers and also to our trade union members.
Trade unions have the responsibility of reducing the spread of this disease through education and awareness. Trade unions can contribute to prevent the spread of HIV/AIDS by promoting condom usage and educating people. Through education, counseling and training, care and support for HIV-infected persons and their families, initiating and implementing policies to support the fight against HIV/AIDS through trade unions. The main challenge encountered by trade unions is safeguarding the rights and dignity of HIV/AIDS infected persons in their workplace.
If you have any doubt of your HIV status, it is important to go and get yourself tested. Testing facilities are available in most of the government hospitals and also private hospitals.
HIV is one of the most devastating afflictions that has besetted the mankind all over the world. It does not distinguish itself between sexes, between classes, between castes, anything like that. It cuts across all barriers. Therefore, it is very important for trade unions to raise awareness about the dangers of the HIV/AIDS epidemic or pandemic, as you call it, without any regard to trade union rivalry, political rivalry or any other rivalry. It must be a common approach to a very dangerous common problem.
HIV/AIDS infected persons have the right to work and to lead a normal life in society. Therefore, we must safeguard their rights as workers.
When discussing HIV/AIDS in Sri Lanka, we often talk of its low prevalence. Well, yes, it is still low prevalence, but there is evidence to say that we are highly vulnerable. What better place to address it than the workplace? Workplaces, there are no social taboos, there are no cultural taboos that inhibit people from discussing a sensitive subject such as HIV/AIDS. It is in that context that it is important for employers from the point of view of society at large to play a key role. And to that extent, I'm very happy that the International Labour Organization has collaborated with the Employers Federation of Ceylon to take this message to the workplaces.
For Sri Lanka to win the battle against HIV/AIDS, like some other countries in the world, we must overcome its impact on the labour force. Having realised the seriousness of the issues surrounding this pandemic, all trade unions and employers' organisations must work together to achieve a common solution. Government involvement in raising awareness within the labour force is imperative to win this battle.
As our responsibility as the Ministry of Labour, we are now processing the national policy of HIV/AIDS with the cooperation of the other institutes, mainly with the Health Ministry. At present, we are working with the ILO preparing a special policy, because Health Ministry also preparing the national policy on HIV/AIDS. Now we want to put our inputs into that national policy.
For the past 5 years in particular, the United Nations has asked every single agency, every single member of the UN to take part in the fight against HIV. Very prominent is the ILO, which is working closely with unions, with employers, with companies, with chambers of commerce all across the island to help workers to understand the importance of HIV in the workplace. The key thing is not the individual activities of any of these agencies, but rather all of them together. And in 2006, we will be increasingly focused and strategic, trying to support the national response so that our support can really help to have an impact on HIV in Sri Lanka.
At the end of the day, it is not about statistics. Rather, it is a humanitarian issue relating to women, men, and children alike. It is imperative that we continue to fight the scourge with the involvement of HIV/AIDS infected persons who are trying to live with dignity and lead a normal life at the same time.